Sneako tries to bully the wrong nerd and instantly regrets it.
It's called an Aoki lock. It's a modified heel hook, but
Jiu-jitsu is for autistic people.
what I think of a master of jiu-jitsu is somebody that inspires another generation.
Jiu-jitsu, I swear, this is why I like striking. This is a competition where it's an art.
Jiu-jitsu is for autistic people. How does that make any sense? Isn't like crossword puzzles for autistic people? Or like those like math puzzles? Sudoku? Yeah. I think that's for autistic people. I don't think fighting in a ring with muscle and tactics is very autistic at all.
And it's an art form, but I learned from the master. He looks like Mark Zuckerberg. He shouldn't be winning.
So that's like a master to student.
He looks like Mark Zuckerberg. He shouldn't be winning. It's interesting because he's trying to like roasting this guy, right? But Sneako would have his ass handed to him by this guy in literally a second. A second.
He's an idol of mine for being 40.
It's like a master to the student. Actually, this is a leg heel lock. He's saying he would make me tap. He probably would.
Probably. You'd be done in 30 seconds maximum. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. You're done now. You're done before he even enters the room. Bro, Sneako's such a little, he's too cocky. It kind of bothers me when it comes to like the sports and stuff. He just thinks he could beat anyone in a fight. Has he fought anyone? He just trains. He has no fighting experience.
He probably would.
So surprise, surprise, Sneako's being a donut again.
Sneako's being a donut. That's what I should have said. He's not cocky. He's a donut. Sneako's being a donut. You're a donut, Sneako. Don't talk. Can donuts talk? No. Humans can talk. Donuts can't. Keep your mouth shut.
But this time he's being a donut to the wrong
Stop. You said it twice. It's funny.
nerd or soy boy, whatever he wants to call him, because this guy is a 4-time world champion
Gordon Ramsay ass insult.
jiu-jitsu fighter called Mikey Mamichi.
Mikey Mamichi is a revolutionary
Let's see this guy.
grappler.
I've never heard of him.
The reigning one flyweight submission grappling world
Oh yeah, this guy's a warrior. This guy's a killer.
champion. Began training Brazilian jiu-jitsu at age
This guy actually has 10 bodies.
4 and entered one as a 5-time IBJJF gold medalist.
Now, yeah, this guy may come across as nerdy and innocent.
Another thing that's really unusual about you is your diet.
Yes.
You're famous.
He does kind of look like a gamer, but think about it like this. So do a lot of gamers have like actual like what are they called? Sleeper builds. There's this one professional Valorant player named Sinatra. I'm pretty sure he's got like a pretty good build. And then Moist Critical's got a good build, and I think what's that short guy, that League player? Tyler 1 is also Jim Bro. So I don't know. I don't like this. I think we're beyond like these like 2000s high school movie stereotypes of like nerd, jock, gamer. Wait, nerd, jock. It's like you're having like an error 404, like when a guy wears glasses and could also beat your ass. It's kind of retarded. Like I think in this year 2024, like we can comprehend someone's ability to beat your ass and also like wear glasses. You know.
You're famous for eating
Oh my god, how can I forget DrDisrespect? That guy's legitimately a titan.
pasta and homemade pizza.
I make pizza and pasta every night. I have a pizza oven in my house, and I roll out the dough, make
Okay, this guy does kind of sounds like a nerd. I will say that.
everything. And then
He sounds like a little boy.
for dessert,
But hey, I'm not talking because this guy would kill me and wear my intestine as a necklace.
I eat a pint of acai.
Some people might hear him speak or see him and think the guy's completely harmless, but I promise you right now, the guy is not harmless. He's a killer, and he now wants to kill Sneako.
Okay, he would kill me.
So today I'm going to talk about bullies. Bullies are weak people that make fun of others around them, that give themselves relevance, and then make themselves feel good. They pick on the differences of humans, which is the most beautiful part of humans, their uniqueness. I really don't like bullies, guys. And there's this guy named Sneako making fun of me. Making fun of my friend, making fun of jiu-jitsu. He calls himself a boxer. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. Let's have an MMA fight. I challenge Sneako to an MMA fight. I'm gonna shut his mouth, and I'm gonna take the bully's lunch money.
I've just shown you an example.
The point is, now Sneako is gonna be a because he's not gonna accept the fight. And now, you know, who's laughing now? Who's the nerd now? Who's the soy boy now? You know, because Sneako is always trying to lil bro people. He's always trying to like, he's trying to stand on business. He's like, oh, I'm the fucking tough guy. I'll talk my shit. No one's gonna step to me. These soy boys suck. Now, soy boy in question challenges you to a fight. This should be your chance to step up, get in the ring, and prove that you're not a soy boy, or that everyone you talk is a soy boy. Well, I don't know if he's responded. We'll see if he's responded. But if he doesn't respond, that's basically the same thing as Hassan being like, punch if you see them in the street, it's ethical and moral to punch people who are right-wing extremists and then not box Sam Hyde, not fight Sam Hyde. It's like the same thing. But to me, that's like the same energy.
And I've seen this guy do a bunch of different interviews and I've never seen him this pissed off. You do not want to make the nerdy guy that can fight this angry. He's going to unleash years and years of bullying onto you. And I think Sneako's realising that in his response.
I challenge Sneako to an MMA fight. I'm going to shut his mouth and I'm going to take the bully's lunch money.
I make jokes. I'm a streamer. I joke about everybody, me, chat.
Ha! Yo, he's like, what a
everything all day.
Oh, I'm just joking.
What? I said in that video you're upset about, you would make.
You insulted his entire thing, and he's like, all right, let's fight. You were like, I'm a striker. Jiu-jitsu's gay. I do the real fighting. And now he wants, it was just joking, actually.
Make me tap in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You would win. In MMA, even with striking, you would go, this is what you would do. Grab my heel and do the same shit you did to your master. You would win. You're a world champion.
You got called out, and now you're being hella submissive, and now you have no balls. Unbelievable. You are soy. You literally called his sport, his passion, autistic, and what now? You're like, mine isn't. You are implying my form of striking and whatever is not that. And he responds, and you're like, oh, I'm just kidding.
I train boxing.
Actually, spineless.
Sometimes. What the f do you think the result was gonna be? Is this a skit? I was looking at this and reading through the comments like, is everybody pranking me? Is everybody in on some sort of joke?
Not only could he make Sneako tap, but you could make Sneako scream like a little girl. We'd all be calling him Screamo, bruv.
That was so unfunny that it went full circle.
This Mikey guy, he's not a striker, but I very much doubt that Sneako's blows would do him any damage, from what I've seen.
Hook body. No, this one. Power. Power. Shot.
Wow. Wow. This guy can't. Look at this freeze spread. Yo, he looks like a naked mole rat. But yeah, no, this guy can't punch for shit. That's embarrassing.
Good shots on him.
Woo! Sneako, you're using your reach perfectly right now, bud.
Well, I beat someone 200 kilos, so I don't think there's anyone bigger than that size-wise.
Acheeto, do you box? I do want to start taking MMA training or classes or whatever.
Now, it's good to see that Sneako's got in the gym, he's filled out, he's definitely got in better shape, but I definitely would not recommend him to box anybody with them little pillow punches, bruv. They're not doing damage to nobody.
Flashback.
You are the definition of somebody plugged in. Look at you! I never called myself an alpha male. I want to get to that point. Everybody in here wants to make it out. But are you really gonna sit here and not call yourself a beta male? You can genuinely look in the mirror and not think that you're anything but a beta male.
The irony is, like, do I have to say it? I mean, come the f on. I feel like if you want to make your entire thing that you're like top dog and, you know, everyone else is a beta and you're fucking escaping the matrix and you're different, whatever, you have to, like, put your money where your mouth is, you know? Like, fight this guy. I'll commend you for it. If you actually want to fight this guy and get your ass beat, at least you took the challenge.
Soy boy.
And I don't know why he's always talking about nerds, soy boys, and fighting certain people, because every time he gets called out...
I also find it so weird how he has the audacity to be like, oh, nerd, soy boy. His boy, one of his, like, best friends, I don't know if they're actually best friends or if it's just for the content, but this guy runs to 5-hour long streams with Neon. Neon might be the most nerdy little, you know what I mean? Little guy out there.
By one, he bottles it.
Sneako.
He looks more like a nerd than this fighter.
Andrew Callahan, Danny Mullen, come fight me, you f***ing...
Yeah, Brandon.
It's called out by one.
Like Brandon Buckingham.
He bottles it.
Sneako, Andrew Callahan, Danny Mullen, come fight me, you f***ing pussy!
How do you think you'll do against Sneako in MMA?
Oh, I would absolutely ravage him. To which he responded by saying this.
I would ravage him.
Brandon Buckingham just won his boxing match against Poseidon on KSI Misfits cards. Brandon called you out at the end. You gonna take the fight, Sneako?
I don't give my time to clout chasers.
Ooh, okay.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, you know, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, you know, if I lose the fight.
I never want to hear this guy say the word beta male ever again. Shut your mouth. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Call them soy boys.
So he has a track record of doing this, talking the shit, and then when they're like, all right, you train, you do the MMA, let's fight. He's like, oh, I'd rather sit at home and tell jokes, actually. Which is, like, not even true, because he vlogs at the gym. So it doesn't even make any sense.
Boys are nerds, but every single soy boy and nerd I've seen you beef, you've lost.
So after shaking off my call out, our brave and valiant cock sets his sight on a more formidable opponent, Charlie.
But you realize like how anybody critical of red pill, like alpha male ideologies is always kind of like...
do we have to go through this again? This was probably the most embarrassing moment of his career. This is what he's known for now.
This, like, pretty much like a white guy who looks like he doesn't really go outside that much. The antidepressant nature. That's what I've noticed doing the breakdowns of all the documentaries, all the hit pieces, and all the people who... You can look at someone and tell, and you can figure out what they think. You know what I'm saying? If you're online all day, if you're on your computer all day, you don't look like you get that much sun.
This motherfucker literally is like, oh, you look like you're on your computer all day. You don't look like a fighter. When literally responding to the guy who challenged him to a fight, he goes, no, I'd rather sit inside at my computer and tell jokes. I don't like, you know, I could obviously say, oh, he's a hypocrite because he is a hypocrite. But like, dude, it's this blaringly obvious. That's just embarrassing, bro. I think there's being a hypocrite when it comes to like your takes or whatever, but when it comes to like fighting people and like your whole thing being masculinity and stuff like that and like your manhood and etc., I feel like this is like a lot more embarrassing.
You're not gonna ever, we're gonna butt heads. You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
I would fight Sneako. I would have to train first, but I would fight him. I don't know how tall he is. As of right now, he would beat me. Well, actually, I don't know. How tall is he? I'm 6'6", and I have a very far reach, so that probably matters a lot. Sneako is, okay, it says Sneako's 6'2". So I have 4 inches of height on him. I probably could win if I trained. I don't know how to like fight right now, so, and I was gonna start training MMA anyway because I want to, but I would fight him. I would be down for a fight. Now, he said earlier he doesn't give his time to clout chasers or whatever, and obviously he gets more numbers than me, but I absolutely would train for that fight, and if there was a fight and I trained for it, I absolutely would kick this guy's ass. Okay? And I wouldn't, but I would absolutely fight this guy. Now, obviously, it's not going to happen because, you know, whatever, it's not worth his time or whatever. And plus, there are people much more relevant than me that have tried and failed, so there's that. But, you know, whatever. I just wish that he wouldn't do this where he talks and then doesn't come through with it. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of annoys me. He's a grifter. It's a grift. It's over. I don't know. I don't like him.
Watch my clips.
Obviously, I'd prefer him over like some crazy SJW.
Now, the reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream, I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns. Fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute dummy. The same way that this is also a mag.
That's crazy. Alright.